so I am Cikgu Suhada, your science teacher, and I am here to guide you on how to get E. So now, in this video, I'm going to focus on the answering technique of questions on section C. Or to be simplified, this is an essay types of questions. What I'm going to focus on the questions 11, which is the compulsory questions, planning an experiment, provided 10 marks over there. Okay. Just for your information, for the number 12 and number 13 are actually a question that you have to answer only one. This is also a questions, essay types of questions, but it is not an experiment. Okay, let's have a look on the questions. Usually, for these types of experiment, you will be given with the scenario first. You are given with a scenario. It's either in the form of diagram or in the form of any statement. Okay, so this type of informations given to guide you are actually the statement. Okay, what kind of statement? So Amina found a fine salt dissolved faster than a coarse salt. Just this statement. So based on this statement, you have to create or state a problem statement for the informations. Based on the information, create a problem statement. So how to create your problem statement? Okay, so it was actually based on the situation, which is size of the salt and the solubility. Okay, so this is the thing that you should list down. One, you are using a coarse salt and fine salt. It is a different size of salt. Okay, so noted on that. Okay, so the second part, you have to begin the question with what, how, and why. What is your name? Why is it happening? How does it happening? Okay, start with questioning. So when we start with questioning, of course, the ending have to be with the question mark. Remember to put question mark. No question mark, bye-bye. Okay, so that's how to answer a problem statement questions. So, based on this statement, the size of salt, which is just now you use fine and you use coarse salt. This is your manipulated variable because you change the situation, you change the type of salt. So the type of salt is your manipulated variable. The solubility here indicating your rate of reaction. So now you have to start with question. You have your manipulated variable, responding variable. PM is pemboleh ubah manipulasi, or the other word is manipulated variable. You have your pemboleh ubah bergerak balas, or the other word is responding variable. You have everything. You begin with question, you end with question mark. Put your responding variable and manipulated variable. It have to be MV, manipulated, followed by responding variable, RV. Okay, so now I'm picking a questions of how. How does the size of the solid particles, or you can put the size of salt, okay, affect the rate of reaction, affecting the rate of reaction, which is the responding variable, manipulated variable C. Over here, I doesn't get mark. Why? Because I do not putting a question mark. It is very important to put a question mark to indicate this is a problem statement. Okay. Only then if you put the question mark, you begin with questioning, you put the manipulated variable, responding variable, you get 1 mark. Okay, it's not easy to get 1 mark for AC. Okay, next questions. Okay, so the scenario is just similar. propose a hypothesis to investigate the above situation. Actually, guys, the hypothesis is here. The hypotheses are on the situations. Okay, the smaller, pick one. So if I were to pick, I put the smaller fine salt. Okay, the smaller size of salt, or if we use the fine salt, we going to dissolve the salt faster. Or you can put the higher the rate of reaction. Higher rate of reaction indicating that you dissolve the salt faster. The solubility of the salt faster. So that is the high rate of reactions. Okay. So hypothesis, 1 mark, 1 mark, problem statement. Now we go to the next questions. Okay. So on the next question, this is the killer part, where 8 mark is given on these sections, subsections. So, question C, 10C, okay, 10C, 11C. Based on the informations above, okay, design an experiment. You have to design, not to do an experiment. Design an experiment to investigate the effect of the particle size of the solid reactant on the reaction rate. So, they are studying about the size of the particle, the factors of size towards the rate of reaction, and the PB, bergerak balas, ataupun the responding variable that you are studying if the rate of reactions. So you know dah PB and responding variable and manipulated variable. Okay, now what you should highlight over here is what substance, material, or apparatus given. You were given calcium carbonate lump. Okay, lump means chunk. Calcium carbonate powder. You were to give 0.1 molar dilute hydrochloric acid, water, a measuring cylinder, conical flask, rubber stopper with delivery tube, burette, basin, retort stand, and clamp, stopwatch, and spatula. There's so many things. But remember, guys, it's not your task to do an experiment. You just have to design an experiment. Close your eyes and thinking in this chapter, which is Form 5. In Chapter 4, rate of reaction, what do you learn? Okay. So, your description should include the following criteria. Aim, experiment. Identification of variable comprises of 3 variables: manipulated, responding, fixed variable, procedure, and tabulation data. Okay, let's answer the first sub-questions first, which is the aim of the experiment. Why? You have to do the experiment because you want to get mark? No. Okay, so the aim of the experiment based on the experiment played in your mind. Okay, what do you think based on the given equipment? What is the experiment that you have think? Okay, your description should include the following criteria. The first question, aim of the experiment. Just now we noted size, which is you were to give a lump or chunk of calcium carbonate, and chunk of calcium carbonate, CaCO3, it's either in a chunk, in lump, or the other one in powder. Remember, guys, the smaller the size of the reactant, the higher the rate of reactions. Okay, so definitely powder has a higher rate of reactions. Aim of experiment, it should be, the word, it have to be to study this is the manipulated variable, this is the responding variable. Okay, remember, to study the and the. Okay, that's all. So you have to put in. Don't put dot lah. Okay, so what is your MV? To study the effect of reactant, or you can write to study either the size of calcium carbonate affecting the rate of reaction. This is your RV. Just put in your responding variable. Settle 1 mark for the aim of the experiment. I think this kind of question is actually giving you a free marks, 10 mark. Okay, so the next questions, which is the identifications of the variables. Identifications of variables. So for the variables, you have 3 variables that you have to state. Manipulated variable, size of calcium carbonate, one in chunks and another one in powder. See, lump and powder. Lump is chunk. Okay guys, based on the given equipment, actually, the first 2 equipment giving you an idea what is the manipulated variable, what is the experiment all about. You see one chunk, one in the form of powder, of course definitely rate of reaction. Okay, so RV, rate of reaction, mass of calcium carbonate, it have to be same. It have to be similar. For the set 1, chunk, either you using chunk or you using powder, is the similar. Okay, so the next one, let's have a look on this. Your description should include the following criteria. A label diagram, lukisan berlabel, label diagram, and you can either use a written types of answer, or you can either mix the written types of procedure or answer together with the label diagram. Okay, at least 3 label. Remember, 3 label, 3 label, 3 label. So 4 marks is given for your procedure. Okay, 4 marks is given for your procedure. So what can you do? Is draw. If you were to draw in this drawing itself, you can get 2 marks. Okay, see, at least 3 label. You not necessarily have to label everything. Just put 3 label at least. Okay, so this is calcium carbonate chunk or lump. This is the calcium carbonate powder. As long as you put 2 drawing with 2 variables, 2 types of size of the calcium carbonate that indicate the manipulated variable, you get 2 marks over there. How to control your manipulated variable. One you are using chunk, one you are using powder of calcium carbonate. Okay, so the other 2 word is run the experiment by using 2 situation but different size of marble. Okay, 1 mark. And how do you control your responding variable? Observe and record the stopwatch reading when 30 centimeter cubic of the gas being collected. Okay, so in your point of view, this one is 1 mark. Okay, so now you get 4 mark already. In your point of view, which of the following, either you using chunk or you using powder, that you can collect 30 centimeter cubic of the gas fastest? So if we were to using powder, then the rate of reaction is higher, mean you can collect the gas in shorter time. Okay, so that one you don't have to justify lah. This is just a notes for you. Now we go to the final questions. Okay, so the final question in this section is the tabulation data. Tabulation data is very easy peasy. Okay, close your eyes, you can answer already. Okay, what you have to do, draw a table. Draw a table by using your ruler. Make sure it's a table. So it can either in a form of column type. So this is a type of column. The first column always be the manipulated variable, and the second column always be the responding variable. Guys, remember to put in your manipulated variable. You're using chunk of calcium carbonate. You're using powder types of calcium carbonate. Okay, so the area time taken to collect 30 centimeter cubic gas. What should I write, teacher, guys? Please don't write anything. Empty the table, don't write anything. If you were to write anything, you don't get mark. Okay, so this is the types of column. So if you were to draw the we call as a row. So over here is the size of calcium carbonate manipulated responding variable. Okay, so settle. Guys, this is all the tips that I can give you on section C, section B, and section A. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best for your coming SPM. Good luck batch 06. Bye-bye. Thank you.